Hey everyone, welcome to the Happy Cancer Tarot channel. Alright, let's go ahead and get into your reading. This is going to be for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Okay. So Cancers, I feel like you are doing a lot of reflecting, a lot of thinking. And I feel like there's some thinking around a situation with a person. You're reflecting on a situation with a person. I don't feel like your energy is all over the place. You're coming in this chilled energy. And I feel like you're coming in this chilled energy because you are at peace with what you did in that situation. There's something about, I'm getting time. There's something, because that 11:11 made me feel like a time, something on the clock. When I looked over here, I saw 11:11. There's something about giving it time. So I feel like you're chill about the situation that you're reflecting on with this person because of the time, or maybe how many times you could have given this person chance after chance, or being patient with this person. Because I feel like, especially with this chill, you were patient, or you would have been patient when it comes to that situation and or person. I feel like whoever this person is that you're dealing with, there's a suffering type of energy going on around them. And I'm being guided back to time again, because I looked over here 11:11, I'm looking over here 11:11. This person is suffering because of time. Because you're coming in as chill. I don't know if they know that you're chilled or not, but I feel like their energy is suffering. You're chill because you know it gave time. You know you gave them time. They're suffering because it has taken so long. They've wasted time. And they're suffering because they feel like it's too late. Your energy feels like no second chances. Yep, blocking. You got here blocking, right? It's like no second chances. It feels like a no. But I also feel like, even though right now your energy feels like a no, I feel like this story between you and this person is still unfolding. I don't feel like it's over with. You may be saying, yes, it is. It's over with. I'm done with them. I don't feel that. I feel like right now, definitely you feel that way. And right now, they're definitely suffering. It feels like you on your side, I'm at peace. I'm done. I'm chill about the situation. They on their side, I'm suffering. I'm in my feelings. I'm upset. This is stressing me out. I feel pressured. I feel worried. I feel like I'm about to break. But there's still something here. There's still something here where I feel like it just feels unfinished. It feels unfinished. Yeah, see, look, coming in after you. Coming in after you. That's what I'm getting here. This person is going to come in after you. But I feel like this person got hustled. That's why they're really in their feelings, feeling shattered, feeling broken. Because again, I feel like there's an issue of time. Wasted time. And I feel like this person got hustled. I feel like they got hustled, they got played financially by someone or something. So they're coming in after you, but I feel like they're not going to tell you about that. Not immediately. Because even right here we see fake smile. So I don't feel like they're going to tell you immediately that they got played and that it still bothers them. They're going to come in after you smiling. Come in after you feeling confident on top of this horse, right? Feeling brave. I can do this. But remember, I told you this person is in their feelings. They're shattered. They're broken. They're going to put that to the side in order to come in and give you this fake smile. This person is thinking about you right now. They've been looking you up. If you're on social media, they check you out on social media. If they have pictures of you, they look at your pictures. This person has been trying to get information on you. Yeah, look, look at this. Crying over you. I told you guys. Y'all thought I was joking, right? I told you. Shattered, broken, crying over you, hurt, upset. I feel like this person wants to know where they stand. They want to come in, but they first want to know where they stand with you. They're going to come in with a fake smile when deep down they have been literally tears. I'm not saying they were like woo, like boo-hoo crying, but they shed a tear. They shed a tear. This person shed a tear over you. They're angry. They're angry because they feel like they've lost you. I told you this person is watching you. They're watching you. They're mad. They're very mad. This person is truly in their feelings. Brainstorming. How can I fix this? Ideas, problem solving, figuring it out. They're trying to figure it out. This person's trying to figure it out. They're pissed off. They're mad. And they've been watching you because they want to see where they stand with you. They want to see they want to know what you think about them. Because they don't know your side. They want a sign is what I'm hearing. They're wanting some sort of sign. This person could have been dealing with some sort of legal situation because we saw that they got hustled. And I feel like this person feels ashamed. They feel ashamed and embarrassed. There was a legal matter here. With that police car showing up, there was some sort of legal matter, some sort of police situation going on that they were dealing with. But I also feel like there's shame and embarrassment that's attached to their energy. You already know. You already know. This person made some sort of promise. They made some sort of promise. It says keeping a promise. They made some sort of promise. We're going to pin that thought though. Just hold on to that. We'll see what the promise is. There was some sort of promise that was made. Whatever it is that this person is going through that they're not telling you, you already know. You already know the inside scoop. And this is giving me, isn't that this lady like that from the Addams family, I believe? Like this is giving me though, even though I think they were like vampires or something, right? I can't remember. But this is giving me like witchy vibes. So I feel like that sixth sense or something, like that knowing, that psychic ability that you have. That's how you know. Not so much as because you've seen it, but because you intuitively know what's going on. You intuitively know the scoop, the inside scoop. There's a family issue. See, they're putting on the show. There's a family issue going on. They made some sort of promise. Now here comes the promise. There's some sort of family issue that this person is dealing with. And there was a promise that was made. And we told you putting on the show, right? And we got here pregnancy test. Unsure, pregnancy scare, positive or negative. And we got depression and betrayal. So whatever is going on, this person had to keep a promise as it pertains to a family issue. Something could have been centered around a pregnancy test, but there was uncertainty around the situation. and this person has been trying to put on a show, fake smiling, acting like they were happy, acting like they were okay, when really they were crying on the inside over you. So they had to put the connection with you on pause to deal with this promise that they made around this family situation. But whatever the situation is, you have some sort of knowing instinctively. There's some sort of knowing that you have instinctively around the situation. Let me see. Tell me more about Cancers. So I feel like you feel as though you can do better. I feel like when it comes to this situation, this connection, you are feeling like, there's other options. That's why that chill vibe is coming in. I don't feel like you are allowing this situation to get to you and to get you down. You're open to other options. Tell me more about Cancers around this. Home and foundation is coming in for you. You're open to building something stronger, something more solid. And if that's by yourself, fine. If that's with someone else, fine. But they have to be on your level. That's why you're chill. And I feel like you're chill because this energy right here, yeah, you're not interested in dealing with no issues with this storm here. You're resisting drama, turmoil. Tell me about Cancers. Mimicking. What are you mimicking? Shape-shifting. You're shifting, but you're mimicking something. What are you mimicking? You know what I got immediately? If they don't care, I don't care. I don't feel like you know how broken up because they hide it. They're fake. I don't feel like you may feel it intuitively, but this person is really good at hiding their feelings and wearing this armor. There's an inside them. Like when they're by themselves, this person is really broken down and upset when it comes to you, but out in public, they put on this fake smile and this armor when they come out. But I feel like you're mimicking their energy. Like if they're not doing anything, you're not going to do anything. If they're not talking to you, you're not going to talk to them. That's what that energy gave me. And I feel like whoever this person is, they have like really big regrets. Because I feel like something here. Yeah, see, even right here, they reconciled with a single parent. There was some sort of reconciliation with the single parent. They made some sort of promise and they reconciled with someone that was a single parent because of some sort of promise. And they regret it now. They regret it. You like, I already know. They're crying because something didn't go right over there. Tell me more about Cancer's energy. See, that's what I'm saying. Courage, strength. You have the courage and strength to move on, to keep moving. This is, look, moving up. I'm not going to let this stop me. That's that chill energy coming in. That's that being open to the grass is greener, other possibilities to build a life with, that home, to build a home with. You're not hung up on this person. You actually have the courage to keep moving and not allow this to stop you or hold you back. And like I said, for a lot of you, I feel like if it's with someone, fine. If it's by yourself, fine. You're okay either way. Because look, you're not interested in toxicity. You're not interested in someone that is dealing with karmic situation, dealing with storms. You're not interested in the baggage. Because look at this. I don't see any baggage on this person. But it feels like this person is coming with some baggage that you're not willing to carry. You're not willing to carry that on your climb. This karmic relationship. See, you're actually healing and releasing it. Because it came in toxic. You're seeing them as a lesson. And your lesson is, are you going to move on? Or are you going to keep going back and forth and stay stuck in this energy? And for you, it's having the courage to move on, to heal and release. See, I told you, you have an inner knowing, intuition, already knowing what's going on. You already know. They're going to come in and try to tell you everything, but you're going to be looking like, I already know the inside scoop. I already know you're not happy with your choices. I already know you regret it. I already know you're broken, even though you're fake smiling. I see right through it. Because of that inner knowing you have. That's how you're coming across. Anything else about them? And then I'm going to see what's going to happen for you next. Yeah, it was unfinished business. They had some sort of unfinished business with someone. It was an unresolved situation. Let's see, how did they feel about that person? Whoever this person is that they had this promise to, how did they feel about them? Single, not in a relationship. So whoever, remember we saw single parent? So they had some sort of unfinished business. They were single, not in a relationship. What happened here? And then we have here new love, renewed hope. You. So they went over here to some sort of unfinished business, single, not in a relationship. Not even being in a relationship with that quote unquote single parent or whoever this person is that they're dealing with. But you renewed their hope in love. New love, that being you, that being divine feminine energy that's coming in. So even though they went back to this unfinished business, they were already feeling connected to you. I feel like they went back to some sort of unfinished business, staying in this single energy, not to reconcile with them in a romantic way. I want to know more. Let's see what happened with them in this unfinished business, whoever this person is that they're dealing with. Because I don't feel like they went back to get into a relationship with them, because you were already in their energy. At least that's not what their intentions were when they went back to this unfinished business. What happened over here? Yeah, see, blocking. Blocking was going on. This person was trying to sleep with them. They were blocking them. Whoever this person is was trying to seduce them. They were trying to seduce them, and they were trying to block them. Because again, you're coming in as being in their energy. So they're trying to think about you. Whoever the person is that they were dealing with, they have anger issues. I feel like that person, I feel like the person that they were dealing with is the type of person that will show up at your home unannounced and cause damage to your property. That's what I feel like the type of person that they were dealing with. But let's see what happened. Yeah, look at here. Standing. I told you guys. Defending yourself. This person had to defend themselves. I told you. What did I just tell you about what type of person they were dealing with? Standing your ground. Ready for battle. See? Standing their ground. I'm not getting back into a relationship with you. I'm not getting back. I feel like that's what you don't know. I feel like you're seeing the surface, meaning that you know they're dealing with the ex, but you may be thinking they're dealing with the ex in a romantic way. When they went back, they actually went back because I told you this ex is the type of ex you need to watch your back with. And they feel like they had to defend themselves because this ex is the type of ex that will do some damage to someone's property. So they had to deal with that situation. And I'm seeing that police car. I feel like there could be an issue around the police having to get involved. But they were standing their ground on being single and not getting back with this person. You actually renewed their hope and love after dealing with that ex or whoever that person is. Anything else Cancer need to know about what happened? Yeah, see here we got running. running. I feel like this is making me feel like the ex that they were dealing with. Something happened here because they were standing their ground, and it's like they took off though. They were not backing down. They were not backing down. I feel like you and this person may need to have a conversation, because I feel like you have part of the story, but you don't have the whole story. Because the ex eventually took off. But I also feel like they had a family situation that they had to tend to as well. This person was dealing with, because I'm seeing her armor here and her armor here. There's a couple of different battles that they were dealing with. And an ex was in the picture, but there was also a family issue that arose. And I feel like those are two different things. I don't feel like this is all together. But it's going to be different for everyone. It's not going to be exactly the same. Anything else about this person? Yep, see, here it is. In their feelings, curious about you. See, when they think, this is when they get in their feelings, when they think about you. Look, triggered. You look at this. And look, time. Didn't I kept telling you guys I kept seeing the clock? Here it is right here. This is about the time. Stressed out. I told you stress because of the delays. Time management. They didn't manage their time properly when it came to you. See, I told you they were putting out fires. They were dealing with issues. So they put you to the side. Rather than having a conversation, they didn't want to involve you. They put you to the side to deal with these issues. An ex coming back. A family situation in which they had made some sort of promise that they had to deal with. This person is in their feelings and triggered when it comes to you. That's where that tear came in. They're angry also. When they think about you, they get in their feelings. They get emotional because they feel like they wasted time or they didn't use the time right. They're stressed out because they know it took them a long time to deal with these issues. And look at what did I tell you? Those fires, putting out those fires. They're mad about it. And then we got here, yeah, see, wants you back. It says romantic love affair. You're this person's secret lover, but I'm getting, and look, fed up. Wants you back. But they know you don't want to hear what they have to say. Or they feel like you won't want to hear what they have to say because they're coming in after you. They want to come in after you, but they need to know. It's like they need some sort of sign that they can actually do it because they feel like you won't listen to them. This person, there's I feel like this person really wants to be intimate with you, but in like a loving way. Like they crave physical touch from you. That's why they're so extra triggered. This person really feels like they want you really badly. Like they want to hold you. They want to kiss you. It's like they feel like they need to be close to you. And I feel like they're walking around in their life, even though they're fake smiling and putting on the show. I feel like this person is really pissed off. And they're pissed off with the people in their life because they feel like it cost them you. And they're even mad at you, even though they still have like these deep feelings for you. They're mad at you because they feel like you won't listen to them. It's like, I want you back. Hear me out. I feel like, you know what I also feel like with this person? I feel like they may have like a past where, because we saw drinking, some sort of substance. There's some sort of past where they use a substance as a coping mechanism. When they're stressed, when they're dealing with something painful, when they're dealing with things that's triggering them. But I don't feel like I don't feel like they're doing it now. I feel like it's them reflecting on how that substance used to help them, because I feel like they may have had an addiction and they're trying to stay sober. All right, so let's see what's going to happen with you and this person. Let's see what's going to happen with the viewer and the person in this reading that's coming up. Wow. This person's been praying. They were praying. It says I manifested. This person was praying for someone like you. That's why they're so hurt, because it's like they manifested you, but then couldn't be with you because of all these fires. Man, they are really shattered. Okay, let me see. What's going to happen here? That's why they're so shattered, because they manifested you. And even right here, I see the star card right there. This person is like, you're my blessing. I manifested my blessing. I manifested the very person that I prayed for. That's why I'm saying, like, man, they're really shattered. Now I see why they're so hurt. Now I see why they cried this tear. Because they prayed for you. They prayed for someone like you, and you showed up. I feel like what's going to happen is, I don't feel like, see, look, there's more going on than you know. You won't listen. And look, it says, please stop pushing me. I'm not ready. This landed by your energy for me. You being fed up, I don't want to hear it. And them coming in, I want you back. Can we talk? Can we talk? There's more going on than you know. See, that's what I'm saying. You like, I already have a clue. I know, you said you already know. But I told you guys too, there's more going on. There's fires here. And I feel like with this shapeshifter, something isn't as it looked like. I feel like you need to, at the very least, hear them out and then make your decision. I know they wasted time, but I feel like if at least hear this person out and then make your choice. And if you still feel confident in turning your back and moving on, fine, great. But it just feels like there's something you need to hear. And yeah, and I feel like you want to trust them. You do, but you're fed up. You're fed up. And I feel like you're not just fed up with them. You're fed up in general when it comes to relationships and the people that you've dealt with. I feel like there's going to be, we got here stuck in indecision. I feel like there's going to be a pause for you. And I feel like it's going to be at your request. Like, stop pushing me. I feel like that's you. Pause. Uh-oh. So I'm not seeing initially coming together. It just looks like, yeah, see, I want to be a better man. And I want us to make plans. They're going to be telling you this. I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to do better. I want to make plans with you. And you're like, stop pushing. Because it's like they're going to be putting all, like, it's like you went from being quiet to now throwing all of this at you. And it's going to feel overwhelming. And it's like, stop pushing me. I feel like you may need some time. Yeah, I see myself in you. I see, because they manifested you. They may have wanted someone that was similar to them in values. I'm hearing in values. Because I feel like they were dealing with someone that energy of that other person feels toxic. It also feels, like I said, like the type of person that would damage your property, right? Divine love. Divine love. They want to keep this private. This person feels like they're protecting you from their drama, because they have some unfinished business in their life, stuff that came up, and they felt like they were protecting you from it. And so I feel like they wanted to keep that situation away from you. And I also feel like they didn't want to involve you in it. They want to keep you separate from that. They want to protect and shield you. That's why this person feels like they're like they may have like a hero complex. I don't know. But they feel like they were protecting you. They feel like they were trying to keep you away from the drama and those fires and stress of their life. I know I hurt you. I'm so sorry. They regret the choices that they made. All right, so I feel like ultimately there needs to be a conversation when you're ready. And maybe for some of you, you may not get ready. But for others, you may want to consider at least hearing them out and then making a choice from there. All right? All right, Cancer. One more thing, as I'm wrapping up your reading and cleansing my space, that person that was running from them, they're on the run. Like they stole something from them, or they did stole from someone. Whoever this person is that they were dealing with, like this ex that they had some unfinished business with, I'm getting theft. Like this person's on the run. There's some sort of legal situation attached to that person. So I just want to let you guys know, again, it will be important to at least hear this person's story, because I feel like you think you have all of the information, but you don't. There's more to this story. Whoever they had that unfinished business with, that person's on the run. Like there's, and I'm not talking about they're like on the run, running from state to state. I'm using it figuratively. Like they did something illegally and or stole or was doing something, like I said, they're toxic, and they are the type of people that will not only damage your property but steal. Okay, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I feel like that's what they did, something around that type of stuff, and they may have like a warrant out or something. All right, bye.